If your days seem to be filled with chaos and clutter and confusion, I very well know that homeschool family life is anything but predictable. But this is a brand new resource as of 2022. Arming and equipping ourselves can be the difference between thriving and surviving. Today, I'm sharing my tried and true survival kit for homeschool moms with some Amazon products plus ideas I like to keep in my back pocket. This will be coming from 15 years of home educating experience. Plus, I've asked other homeschool moms to share their go-to homeschool mom must-haves, and the link to that playlist is going to be linked below. That playlist is going to be full of ideas to keep a sustainable homeschool. We want to be sure to get some tools in that homeschool mom survival kit so when the need arises, we have exactly what we need. Same idea as when we head to the garage and grab the exact tool that we need to hammer a nail or to go unscrew something. Same concept, we're just going to use this toolbox for our homeschool. So the first product is a sleep trainer clock. As a mama to six, my mornings are my quiet time before the house stirs. This means sometimes I got to get up early to ensure that my devotion time actually happens, or that I have space to think and work on projects for this ministry, or getting in some organization or some cleaning. And the only way that I pull this off is by using a sleep trainer clock in our kids' bedroom, and that lets them know when they can get up. Notice the word when. When our kids were wandering in and all the wee hours of the morning, I truly wasn't having any downtime in my day. Let's just be honest. If I want to have predictable and consistent quiet moments in my day, this is the one way that I accomplish that. And if that's something that interests you, I'm going to have that sleep trainer clock below. The light turns green when it's time to get up and stays red during the sleeping hours. And you can determine when the clock changes. Besides the littles waiting for the light to turn green, they also started sleeping longer after some time of waking up and having to wait. I'm telling you, it's magical. Check it out below. Product number 2, this is a free online product. It seems as homeschoolers, it's kind of just up to us to do our own research on just about everything. Besides the obvious of choosing curriculum, some families also want to get their kids involved in local homeschool sports, classes, clubs, and tutoring. Discovering these local resources can be an overwhelming feat, it seems. Did you know that there is a homeschool directory, kind of an all-in-one for homeschoolers? This is a brand new homeschool directory by Homeschool Hall, and it's free to use. Plus, there is a tool being created for logging hours, lesson plans, and eventually transcripts and grade cards. There will be a fee for those extra features, but the directory is absolutely free. It's super easy to use, and I will link the website below for you. When you go to homeschoolhall.com, just enter your zip code and discover the homeschool resources in your area. This is a brand new resource as of 2022. So if you do not see your area, then go ahead and pass it along to local co-ops and homeschool organizations in your community so that they can get on there. Also, if you have a service or product that you offer for the homeschool community, then you can make a listing and be discovered. I think this is an amazing resource and I'm excited to see it grow. Number 3, I have to share this one even though I have shared it before, but I truly believe it has brought so much success to carrying out our daily homeschool lessons and tasks. So if you have trouble getting those ideas from in here to actually happening, then nothing more than setting alarms on your phone or preferred device can keep things moving in your day. Alarms are great because they remind us to move on to the next thing, or to just keep going for some of us. We just got a lot going in our home with little ones needing tended to and to keep them on track, as well as our older ones, all of their comings and goings. Honestly, much of it ends up distracting me and getting me off on something that has nothing to do with really what's on our agenda for the day, whether it's lessons or tasks that we have set for the day. So putting in those predetermined tasks, whether it's taking supplements, starting the next lesson, getting lunch going, making sure to have our daily devotions, I am staying on track and keeping on task, and the day keeps moving. Number 4, I am personally interested in getting my homeschool mama mindset shifted to a healthy and sustainable place. Teaching from Rest is my yearly beginning of the school year read. This little book is packed full of simple truths and has made a huge impact on our homeschool. The truth is, no matter how we get into this homeschool thing, we learn very quickly that it's bigger than academics. Once we open our eyes and allow the Lord to make us new in the journey and lean into this calling, it becomes bigger than homeschooling. Teaching from Rest goes into all of this. This is a perfect short read to prepare my mind and heart before we begin a new year of learning, and I will also link this quick, powerful read below. Now that we've gone over some must-have products, let's go down one more layer. For an introvert, this one is a tough one. Community. You know, your tribe, your safe place, your people. I'm talking about consistent, intentional connections. And I know for me personally, I find it challenging to admit that I need help doing the thing that I said that I could do. For example, homeschooling, having a large family, marrying young. Like, I am really doing this stuff. I'm all in. We may not even know what we're getting ourselves into with this homeschooling thing, which is honestly probably a good thing in my opinion. So that support is vital from those that have gone before us and people who get it and people that are for us. Sometimes we just got to seek it out though. Don't hesitate to initiate these connections. Homeschooling means we are living life in the midst of those academics. Having our children's hearts and a strong marriage is a night and day difference to making this whole thing work. When everyone is in a healthy state, the home and the homeschool run so much smoother. You can reach out to an older couple for marriage advice or for counseling. Seek out another homeschool mom that's in the phase in life ahead of you. Attending a marriage conference has been absolutely life-giving to us. Family Life Today has them all over the United States, and we highly recommend going to one, and I will link those below as well. Local churches offer parenting classes that give support. Homeschool conferences are a yearly tradition for us too. These conferences are packed full of curriculum vendors, seasoned homeschool speakers, curriculum creators, and motivation to persevere in your homeschool journey. There are endless ways to grow and connect and do this homeschool thing, linking arms with those that can carry, lead, and support us. If getting out and about isn't feasible, there are online homeschool groups, both local and nationwide. Online homeschool conferences, or you can even commit to hosting a marriage study, just the two of you with a few friends. Whatever this looks like, just don't do it alone. I failed to connect early on in our homeschool journey, which left me feeling pretty isolated. You know, face-to-face is ideal, but online provides so many options, which will get you connections, support, and give you space for relating and to be seen. In crazy seasons, I have used a mother's helper to come in and do anything from watching the little ones to washing windows, just really whatever I needed. We have used tutors and co-ops to give instructions on courses that I didn't feel confident in teaching, or the season we were in meant that I just needed someone else to help carry the load. We need to be careful to take it all on ourselves and failing to respect our limit, because if we are not careful, that will cause us to reach burnout very, very quickly. Assessing each year as it comes and factoring in what needs you have is going to set you up for a successful homeschool. Just don't do it alone. Let's chat just a little bit about our actual homeschool day. Planning and anticipated breaks as a homeschool mom is vital. I have been known to wait until I reach burnout, which often creates tension in the home and brings overwhelm, which just isn't sustainable. So what does planned breaks look like logistically? In our home, this can look like a 30-minute quiet time at 10:30 in the morning. This is when each of our little ones have room time, as we call it, where they get a bin of toys or activity and mama gets a break. I talk more about this in an in-depth video about how to homeschool with little ones. I can be sure and link below. Letting ourselves rest during nap time is also an opportunity right there in the middle of the day that can definitely offer a recharge for mama. Maybe a specific evening each week or every couple of weeks can be designated for you. You could plan an evening out or an evening in, join in a Bible study or meet up with friends, get a babysitter to come in or to take the children to a family member's. Now, if you don't have anyone to watch your children, pray about it. We had a time when we had lots of little ones and needed a caregiver, and the Lord heard our desperate prayer and He provided. He is a very personal God and definitely cares about the details. If I have an anticipated pre-planned break on my calendar, it kind of keeps me going in a way. We must care for ourselves, and consistent pre-planned moments to step away, recharge, refresh, can keep our homeschool sustainable. Along with predictability for mama, creating a rhythm and a flow to our day for our children has got to be one of the biggest must-haves for me. Now with that, I very well know that homeschool family life is anything but predictable. But if I can make every day have some sense of a pattern, you could say, then not only does this make sure that we are getting in all the things for our homeschool day, along with the home management tasks, but the children are not caught off guard with the daily agenda. I'm talking about getting the bare bones to a familiar place of repetition, kind of a repetitive flow almost, and everyone knows what's coming. You know, homeschooling has its freedoms, and it also has the reality that we must purpose to be self-disciplined in this area. If your days seem to be filled with chaos and clutter and confusion, try creating some predictability, which offers structure for everyone and ensures these priorities are actually getting accomplished. Here's that How to Homeschool with Toddlers video right here, and the playlist for the Mom Must-Haves is right here.